Welcome to Spoiler Kings, guys. I'm Brian the Grizzly here with Tank Kramer. And if you see me, you got to see Brandman Brandon down there. What's up, guys? How's it going?
Not too much, guys. Hey, how's it going?
Man, crazy week. You had all the awards. You had the video game awards coming on. I mean, it was so much stuff going on, so much information, so much DC stuff coming. I mean, it's just been crazy.
Oh, that crazy week, Like you said, the video game awards, all that DC news, beginning with the cancellation of Wonder Woman 3 that dropped last night, and then the whole slew of additional news that came hours later, or rumors, we'll say at this point.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. James Gunn came out and said, some are true, some aren't true, some they're still deciding if they're true or not. So,
and then The Rock was on Twitter, and then The Rock was on Twitter saying apparently it's all just talk right now.
Yeah,
I mean that's what he has to say now because all he did was talking cost him $100 million.
Oh yeah, he was talking a huge game about what was it? He constantly kept saying the hierarchy of the DC universe is about to change over and over and over again.
Yeah. And there's the picture.
Yeah, not according to the box office, huh, Dwayne?
Too soon.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what I don't get because some of these articles came out and said like it wind up losing them money and this and that, and then The Rock like that same day was like no. And then he came out and he's like,
almost impossible to lose money when he made almost $400 million.
Yeah.
That's kind of where we leave it at. It doesn't make any sense that it lost money.
I guess it said it lost money compared to, or it lost money
compared to projections.
No, compared to Batgirl. Like it lost money more than the whole value of Batgirl, which I mean that's kind of like splitting hairs because like the movie wasn't done. Like they still had editing, they still had reshoots, they still had
no marketing at all.
I mean that's like half of the value of the movie alone, like at least a couple million in marketing. So yeah, I thought that was kind of it was a funny article because everyone's like, oh, see, but I was like, yeah, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah. You're like, oh, okay, whatever. I still think I don't know. Personally, I like the movie, so I'm not hating on it.
I thought. I didn't think it was bad. It was entertaining in a Sunday afternoon on TNT while folding laundry kind of way. That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
It was entertaining enough. It was enough. I was entertained, except a little idiot on his skateboard. But that was it. But
doing the DDP.
It's so funny. When you hate someone, you hate them hard.
I freaking hated that kid. And I usually try to go easy on kid characters and actors, but holy crap.
That's so funny.
I couldn't stand that kid.
I mean, he had to have been
I hated him so much.
His voice. Like it was probably I don't know if it was like they redid his own voice like in post or something like that, but I mean the whole speech at the end I was like that's him in the studio. That's not him there. But
that's a very specific situation.
yeah, it is definitely. But
oh yeah, I know.
But my biggest thing is like as soon as that came out all over Twitter. I mean, it was trending last night. Fire James Gunn. And I was like, why? Why? Yeah, it was legit trending. They're like, he's gonna cancel the Snyderverse, fire him, and he's ending Superman, and he's ending this, and he's ending that.
He's like, I just got here, guys.
He didn't even say any of that. It was like, Wonder Woman 3, that's scrapped. Which I'm like, cool. I don't know. It should all be a soft reboot. Keep Gal Gadot because she's only good as Wonder Woman. She sucks at everything else. Well, yeah,
and she's beautiful. That's just what I mean. You gotta remember, she was Miss Universe. Like she was top 10 in Miss Universe. Like she is one of the most beautiful women out there. I heard everyone hating on her. I was like, come on, man.
Yeah, I think she does. I think she does fine as Wonder Woman. Yeah. She's fine as Wonder Woman. I think there's potentially other people that could do better than her. Sure, but she does good with what she has. We have to wait and see how what's said with James Gunn and Peter. Is it Safran? Did I say it right?
Saffron, I think.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Saffron.
Yeah. So
we have to wait and see. We have to wait and see what exactly said before jumping to all these conclusions. And even even before jumping to, and even so, fire James Gunn. You know, what's that really going to do? Well,
why would we fire someone before it happens?
But you know they are. But you know the fan base already nagged their way into the Snyder cut. So
hey, you guys hate it. I didn't hate it as much as you guys.
I didn't hate the Snyder cut. I didn't say I hated it. I just said they nagged their way into getting it, which is what happened. But
that's funny because I was actually on Chillmonger's stream earlier today, and I told him I was like, look, you know, the worst thing you could do is to just totally go for fan service. That's the worst thing you could do. Like you can't just. They hate something, so change everything to follow themselves. Because that's what Star Wars did. I feel like
exactly
7 was going one way, 8 decided to go another, and then 9 they were like, let's go back all the way to the beginning for what we had the first idea, and it was so stupid. You guys are making the movie, make the movie, and let's make a decision on how we like it or not. Don't follow all fans because not all fans. Some are toxic. It is what it is. We are not all. Going to make the right decisions. Let you guys. That's your job to make the good decisions, and we tell you if you like it or not. So do it. Do your job.
Yeah. Like it's one thing, like getting input. Like James Gunn right off the bat, he's like, "Hey, what do you guys want to see?" You know, and I'm like, "That's cool," because also like he could just be saying it just to make everyone hyped and not actually listen to anybody, or he can like, okay, a lot of these people want this storyline, so maybe we do that. But like when you're just like. Taking and like, oh, they hated this, so now they want more explosions, you know, or they wanted this, you know, then you start getting like shit that doesn't make sense. Hence, you know, The Last Jedi, you know, it's like, and that's the stuff you get. But yeah, I agree.
Wow, I was gonna say if we hit 10 chat people, I was gonna do a giveaway.
We're at 10,
so I'm gonna do this real quick, guys.
Go for it.
Very nice.
I have a digital copy of a comic book. Or you gotta go to marvel.com/redeem. I'm gonna give everyone a couple of seconds to type that in, and then I'm going to give you the code, and first one, first serve. That's how it goes. So give you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Here goes the code.
Damn, look at that.
Hope you guys get it. And done. Out. Nice. Hope you got it.
Yeah. If we stay at 10, I think you got a couple more codes. I still got a couple movie codes.
Yeah.
So
we'll do it every half an hour. We'll look in the half an hour. If we're at 10, we'll give another code away.
That dropped. Did everyone leave us to go redeem their code? It went from 10 to 5. Super funny.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Like, be back in 30.
Oh man, that's fun.
That's funny.
But Horky, I think he says team complete reboot. Recast everyone. The only thing I care about is Matt Reeves, the Batman universe anyway.
I was actually talking to a friend about that earlier. I completely agree with Horror Geek. I think the only one that is, salvageable, because obviously it was very much in its own universe and thusly it could lend itself to this potentially rebooted universe, is the Batman. I'd say maybe do at least
DCEU. The Batman's not even part of DCEU.
But if they're rebooting, it could lend itself to this potential rebooted universe. There's enough wiggle room for that, is what I'm saying.
I would rather I talked about this before. I would rather do Batman Beyond, do some of these other things that we've always wanted to see, or redo some of the animated series things that have done so well. Go that storyline. I would rather than do that. That makes more sense to me.
Yeah,
this is personal. Yeah.
Well, there was that thing that got canceled, the continuation of the Batman animated series that got canceled. Maybe that comes back, but now no Kevin Conroy. So what happens there?
Exactly.
I mean, and there's other guys who've done well in other animated ones as well, but also Kevin Conroy's last Batman, the trailer just dropped, the Suicide Squad game.
The Suicide Squad game.
so good. That looks so good. And that's his last voice in it. So
back to the Batman and Robin verse.
That's the thing. I love Robin. I don't know why. I've always loved Robin. I love Nightwing. Like Dick Grayson is one of my favorite characters in DC. Plus like Green Lantern, but Robin and Zack Snyder killing Robin without any explanation besides Joker did it somehow, without which Robin it is, and not even showing any of it. It was like that really upset me, like as a fan of Robin. I was like,
yeah.
What? Like,
I understand what you're saying.
And then all he does is just look at it and just like, and then that's it. Never talks about it again or anything. And so I don't know.
Yeah,
I love it. He said, "Give me the Bat
nipples
family,
on the bat
please."
suit.
Yes, I would love the Bat family.
Yes,
to make it happen. But I think if you can introduce them slowly, not slowly, but in a way where it makes sense. If you just throw everybody in a movie all at once, like Red Hood, Red Robin, Nightwing,
you
like
have to
Batgirl,
explain who these guys are because Nightwing, like there's things that the Red Hood, there's things you have to give the backstory, or I could throw them all in there, but I just feel like it'll be the same problems you have with the Eternals. Too many people thrown in, you don't know who they are. You have no connection to them, and then you don't care.
Yeah. That's my
The problem with the DCEU is they tried just exactly what you guys said. They tried to cram too much all at once. Batman vs Superman was just one big trailer for the Justice League without even bothering to build it up. They weren't fixated on building a quality universe. Hang on. Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, personally, I really like to call the movie Dawn of Martha, but they tried to do it all in one fell swoop. It was one big trailer for a Justice League movie. Without focusing on just making good movies and building up to a universe. There was no reason there's no reason a DC cinematic universe can't have just as much quality and longevity as Marvel's is now.
Yeah.
And last as long.
I personally think that DC has better characters. And that's what I want to know. Should they recast everything and do it the same way they're doing it? Or should they just focus on Superman and Batman, since those are the two main ones? Get great Superman and Batman movies, introduce some of those characters, and then build off of that.
I'd say the way that I do it is, and this is totally hypothetical, by the way, is we already have a Batman movie. They could continue with that iteration of Batman if they wanted to. I'd say do maybe one more sequel to that. Start building up Superman as well. But I'd say just kind of bypass the origin and pull a Spider-Man Homecoming where you just assume that the audience already knows the origin. Maybe have, either...
They're the two greatest characters of all time.
Yeah.
You just already assume they know.
Yeah, and maybe have them do like at least 2 movies each. And then do a World's Finest movie. And in World's Finest, maybe they go up against like Lex Luthor or maybe Brainiac, we'll say. And then from there,
you gotta go Lex
maybe
first, then Brainiac. Go Lex first.
Yeah. Sure.
Earth and
then maybe hint at other universes. Maybe hint at a glowing green flying man and a woman in a tiara. And then maybe from there, maybe a Wonder Woman solo movie and a Flash solo movie. And then maybe from there, after that, maybe do the first Justice League movie. That's kind of how I have it. But at its core,
give yourself.
Yeah.
The problem is that they rushed the Justice League. They needed to give this.
But at its core, I'd have like Bruce and Clark kind of being like 2 of the leading characters, and then Diana alongside them down the line, have the Holy Trinity. But it would be very much kind of like how Tony Stark and Steve Rogers were kind of at the core of the first couple of phases of the Marvel universe. It would be similar to that.
Totally.
But I love a World's Finest movie. It
For sure.
That's how I saw it. That's how I saw it playing out in my mind. Not a Batman versus Superman movie, but a World's Finest movie. Zack Snyder just saw some imagery from the Dark Knight Returns comics and thought it looked cool, and I'll make a movie out of it. I'll build a movie around it.
Andy says,
I think that was the full.
Way longer than Marvel. That's why Marvel understood the need to build a foundation. DC is a victim of its previous success in boardroom movie making. It's literally the best. They have the best characters, and when you have the best characters, sometimes you don't understand that you need to build your fan base. You think everyone already knows what's going on, and that's why they ended up where they ended up.
It was frustrating.
Yeah, going back to what Brandon said was the World's Finest. That's what I thought they should have done, because you're having them be enemies without any emotional attachment. So it was like they don't know each other, they don't care about each other. So who gives a shit, And then Martha is the thing that connects them, which is stupid, But if they were friends first, you know what I mean? If they learned that they work together very well, even though they're very opposite and they have the same goals and same ideas and stuff. But then, doing a World's Finest, like you said, and then having them fight each other. That's what, it should be. And that's
exactly what Marvel did.
Exactly.
So that's the problem. Steve Rogers and Tony Stark were friends, and then they had the conflict, and then they were able to rebuild again. And they probably should just did that same exact thing.
Yeah, but
Loki Cage says,
hey, what's up, man?
To Thanos DC younger actors stories, we probably about to have no got yet. He was definitely perfect for taking the DC over DC. I think he is perfect for taking over DC. He's going to get rid of a lot of the stupid stuff and bring in the good stuff back in. And he said, agree or disagree, Zack had a plan at least. At least he has a plan.
He did,
but
it was not a good plan, man. I mean, if people want to get upset because they're like, it's not staying true to the comic book. He was going way off the comic book, and everyone was cool with that. So I don't get some of the arguments sometimes with fanboys, especially he was gonna have Bruce and Lois have a kid, and that's what was gonna drive Superman angry. That would have been so stupid.
I would have been so angry about that.
I'm cool with that.
He did have a plan. All joking aside, it was just a very questionable plan.
This wasn't a good one.
Yeah. They go. Oh, my bad. Yeah. Edge Lord
World's fine. It's exactly
that's exactly what it was. It was
Yeah.
He said the build up is everything. Was the build up in Marvel? That's exactly what it is. You should have done. You should have built it up better, and we could have had an unbelievable thing. I mean, can you imagine? It's still the best. We never had a good Green Lantern. Green Lantern has one of the best stories. We still haven't even touched that.
I was so disappointed with the Green Lantern movie. It could have been, by all accounts, it should have been amazing. I was so excited when they were doing Green Lantern, and I walked out of the theater just perplexed. Huh?
I walked out of the theater. I did not finish the movie the first time. I walked out of the theater.
I was hoping something would have changed. I'm like, maybe he becomes the Hal Jordan that we all know and love. I was like, nope, it's got stupid. You click with that.
Oh yeah, that version of Hal Jordan was a joke. He quits the Corps just because Sinestro hurt his feelings a little bit.
You guys can read this on the screen. I can't read this because we're not family friendly, but yeah,
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to get canceled before I get there.
Mike went by who? Well, I guess maybe Wonder Woman.
He said it would. I remember that because he said he would have that happen in prison to Bruce.
That's so stupid. All right, go get out of here. Get out of here, Snyder.
I'm just gonna remind you guys, Batman's just a dude. I don't want to open up a can of worms, but he's a dude.
Yeah, but look at Green Arrow. He was in jail and he's just a dude and he didn't get R-worded, and he was a badass in jail. He almost busted that glass because he wanted to get to the bad guy on the other side, That's
Zack
Snyder.
was Drago. If he dies, he dies. If DC dies, it dies. This is just what it is.
I
Way too edgy. This
Yeah.
will work. Never watched the Green Lantern.
don't.
Good job.
Don't.
You're not missing anything. You're doing the right thing.
Yep.
I'm actually jealous of you.
My back, Zack. I didn't think about it. My back. Is that too Shawshank for you? Then Knox asked for ew. Don't use any kind of abuse as a plot point. I hate that in the movies. I agree. I don't like death as a plot point, and I don't like any type of abuse. I agree.
Yeah. Not a fan. Once I found out what his vision was, I was like, oh man, they made the right call, man. And I don't get how people was so behind it. I was like, no, man, and everyone loves Man of Steel. I'm like, it was okay. It was okay. I didn't hate it, but I didn't think I loved it as much as some other stuff. I had a lot of issues for me, but
yeah.
I
thought it was.
But
there were a couple things that.
What's up, Zack?
What's up, Zack Attacks? Yo.
What's going on, Zack?
Bad Zack. Yeah. I said Zack. You changed it. Yeah.
Wrong Zack. Now for me, so real quick, what you were saying, like how I think it should just be a soft reboot. Let the Flash do its Flashpoint, and then just soft reboot it. Let Gal Gadot still be Wonder Woman. I don't know if Batman with Ben Affleck is still a good idea because they have a lot of drama with him.
Yeah, I loved him as Batman, but that's me personally.
I thought he was great as Batman. You know.
Yeah, but he's having a lot of issues. Like, does he want to do it? Does he not want to do it? Like every year, it's a different like. You know, is he with J-Lo or is he with this person? Is he want to be Batman? Is he best friends with Matt Damon? I don't know, man. That man's all over the place.
That's the one thing that stays.
Is it though? Because I heard like there's rumors that they haven't talked in a while.
Yeah, but for a while for them,
I'd be fine. Yeah, I'd be fine with them not continuing with Affleck as much as I liked him. I thought he was a great Batman. Just kind of was working with not so great content, but. I would like kind of like a younger in his prime Batman. Hence, you could kind of keep on Pattinson. I think like him and Clark should be roughly around the same age. If I had my way.
You just told me that you don't need to do a whole origins thing, and then you're gonna say, well, but then they mean the younger Batman.
Yeah, I said we don't necessarily need an origin for Batman or Superman. We already have our Batman.
You could. But that was an origin story.
He was 2 years into the game.
Yeah, I want to say it was an origin story. It was more early career story.
Yeah, he wasn't really Batman yet, though. I don't know. Okay,
no. But
I hear what you're saying.
You know, we didn't see his parents get gunned down in the alley again. That's what I'm.
Yeah. Batman v Superman was bad. Don't get me wrong, but Zack made Superman look like Superman powers. And all, but had rehashed Richard Donner. Yeah, Richard Donner. Yeah. I know what you're saying. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Bryan Singer was a pretty big offender of that too. He straight up copied Richard Donner.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like all the X-Men movies because he ruined that shit.
Yeah, he's such a dull director when it comes to X-Men unless he has a good like storyboard artist and fight choreographer on his side.
It was fire.
It was fine. It was good. I enjoyed it. They had some great moments. It's some great moments. I don't need and you know what? Yeah. Speaking of I don't know if you guys watched the newest season or the last season of Harley Quinn. There's a whole part where they go in Bruce's mind and it's the parents getting shot over and over, and it's just over every time they turn around. It's just alleys, like all next to each other, and it's all happened. Oh, it made sense in the show, but it was super funny just seeing them die again and again and again and again. And it was just like, oh my god, because at one point it started becoming like a joke, and she was laughing and she was trying to stop it and couldn't stop it, and it was good. But Harley Quinn was a really good show. Really, if you're a fan, that's
You have to do a Harley Quinn thing. I was talking to Martin yesterday. You guys need to do it. I haven't watched the whole series, the whole season yet.
Yeah.
I've watched more of that than you've watched the Stranger Things, so it doesn't count.
I love the Harley Quinn show. Yeah, it's really good. And that episode Harley Quinn was amazing. Yeah, that episode was really good because then she flexes her being a doctor kind of muscle, but yeah, man, but that's how you introduce, they started introducing a lot of the Bat family too. It all made sense.
It was done good. Centered around the two main characters. You can do these things and then build from there.